Hi, now let's put a face to the theory. Two very different startups, same country, comparable stage, overlapping investor pool, but working capital plays out in exactly opposite directions. First, a vertical B2B SaaS company at Series B. They sell to enterprise customers on annual contracts, billed entirely upfront. On day one of the contract, the customer wires the full annual contract value. That cash sits on the balance sheet as deferred revenue, a liability, because the company still owes 12 months of service delivery against it. Meanwhile, receivables are near zero and there's no inventory at all. Net working capital is structurally negative. What this means in practice? The business is literally financed by its own customers. Every new logo signed hands the company a full year of cash before a single unit of service has been delivered. This is exactly why capital efficient SaaS companies can grow at 100% year over year on relatively small equity raises. Because most of the working capital funding is coming from their customers, not their cap table. I advised on a B2B SaaS raise where the single highest leverage recommendation we made, more impactful than almost anything else in the deck, was simply this: renegotiate your top 20 enterprise accounts from quarterly to annual upfront billing before you go out to raise. That one change alone freed up nearly 4 months of additional runway at zero dilution, and it materially improved how investors read the company's capital efficiency in diligence. But here's the founder trap, and I want to be direct about it. Do not confuse deferred revenue with retained earnings or durable cash. That money is not yours yet. You owe service delivery against every rupee of it. If churn spikes or you lose a major customer mid-contract, that cash can disappear as refunds or unfulfilled obligations. Model your unearned revenue unwind every single month, not once a year at audit time. Now the opposite pattern entirely. A direct-to-consumer beauty brand at seed stage, selling through its own website and third-party marketplaces. Payment is instant, card, UPI, wallet, so DSO is essentially zero. Sounds fantastic, right? But look at the actual operating cycle underneath that headline number. To sell a bottle of serum today, the founder had to place that production order with their contract manufacturer 60 to 90 days ago. And that contract manufacturer wanted 50 to 100% payment upfront before production even started. Then the inventory sits, first in transit, then in a fulfillment warehouse, for another 30 to 60 days before it ever converts into a sale. So cash goes out of the business months before cash comes back in. NWC is structurally positive, and it actually gets worse the faster the company grows. Doubling revenue next year means doubling the inventory cash outlay this year upfront before any of that additional revenue materializes. I reviewed a very similar D2C skincare pitch where the founders had a gorgeous festive season growth story in their deck and had pre-ordered inventory accordingly, but the season underperformed. Their DIO ballooned past 100 days almost overnight, purely because the goods didn't move at the pace they'd forecast. That's the inventory heavy business model in a nutshell. The risk isn't just that you need cash ahead of sales, it's that if your demand forecast is wrong in either direction, the cash consequence shows up immediately on your balance sheet. The fix here isn't grow more slowly. That kills the business just as surely. The fix is matching the right financing tool to the right asset. Inventory financing for the stock itself, invoice financing for any marketplace receivables, and a working capital line sized specifically to your peak season needs rather than your average month. We'll walk through exactly those tools in the next section.